Please.
No, we're not talking about yours.
Yeah.
You
Right.
talking about
But
your
if
chrome
you-
one.
if
Yeah.
you-
Your colored one. We're talking about your colored one.
We're talking about mine. We're not talking about yours or Sizwe's. Right? So Sizwe was like, yo, get one like mine. And I was like, kanjani mngani wami? Uyangibona nginjani? Yeah. I need to get one like mine, bro. I can't get one like yours.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, icon. You know?
No way.
In any case, so if you're buying it for self-defense, like, do you have a gun? Do you want a gun?
I want a gun.
Firearm.
I don't have a gun,
Right.
but I'm gonna need a gun soon.
Right.
I've been needing a gun.
So why don't you get a gun? What's preventing you?
No,
from-
with South African, you need a gun.
Oh.
Yeah, you need a gun
In
this
South
place,
Africa, you need a
guys.
gun, bro, because
100%.
you need a gun. And look, a lot of instances, they'll shoot you before you even take out your gun. But there are times where a gun could help you. You know, where ulele ne family yako, there's somebody in the yard. Yabo, seni 6, seni 7, endlini. We need 3, minlala. So there's a lot of, like in South Africa, you need a gun, bro. For self-defense, you need a gun.
Indlu sigcwele, mfana.
Yes, just go ahead and see crowd. bro. You need to do some crowd control. So, as a typical South African, you do need a gun. We're not safe in South Africa, bro. The level of crime is nuts, you know?
And also
So you
that
do need a
you must
gun.
remember
Your
if you
husband needs a gun.
Yeah.
You need a gun.
Yes.
You
must get
need a gun,
Yes.
yeah.
Is that anytime you are a victim of crime, and this is what I always say to people, is that if you are, whether they're hijacking you and stealing your car, or whether they're stealing your cell phone when you're waiting for an Uber, they use guns.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
You don't get like, in terms of the categories of crime or the levels of crime, from petty crime right up to armed robbery or whatever,
They use guns.
are used.
Guns,
So
bro.
practically speaking, you should also have a gun because you fight fire with fire.
Fire. Yeah.
I'd say the difference between you and a criminal is that the advantage you can have over them is like, we can both have guns, but I'll be better trained with my gun than you will be. The idea is to make yourself as proficient as possible with the firearm. So you go to the range, you shoot all the time, you understand spatial awareness, you understand ukuthi isibhamu mangikhipha, what is the first thing I do? You understand? That way, if you're confronted by somebody with a gun, what do you do first? How do I get to my firearm to defend myself? All of those things criminals don't do.
Why are criminals so badly trained? It's like, well,
No, they don't even go for training.
Yeah, for me, it's like, hey, man, if I got a gun and it's going to be my tool of work and equipment to earn my bread, at least get proficient in the thing, you know?
Well, some of them
Just know
are.
it.
It's not I'm not saying all of them are dumb, but the likelihood that the criminal has not practiced as
It's
much
high.
as you is very
I mean,
high.
look at how AK got taken out. The guy didn't, if he knew how to use a gun, he wouldn't be that close. He didn't need to run up to him.
I think that's exactly, he did know how to use a gun. You see, that guy knew what he was
Really,
doing.
he was too close to him.
100%. He was too confident when he fired the shot.
I've always thought hits of assassins, you know, by assassins, don't happen that close range. The guy doesn't have to, because the guy literally walked up to him and maybe ran for like a quick pace of 3 meters, shot him because he doesn't have the confidence to hit the target from 10 meters away.
But the guy that was shooting on the other side wasn't that close. And if you look at the way that guy...
Oh shit, there were
there
two
were
shooters.
There were two,
But if you look at the way that other one, that side, pulled his firearm out, got into his stance and fired, that guy knows what
That's
he's
training.
doing.
Yeah.
That's training.
You can
yeah.
see training
And
right
it's
there.
almost like, what is the word? Allegedly, or the fact checker, please just...
Yeah, it's fact check.
Is that, for me, when I looked at that video,
Yeah.
that guy, especially the one on the other side, that guy was trained formally. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, because he stood like this with his hands in his pocket. And when the shooting started, he was here. Bang, bang, bang. And he shot in that direction. So there was 2 shooters to make sure. But this guy, the one that came up to AKA, he came that close because he didn't want to miss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he doesn't trust
It was,
his
it was by
skill
instruction.
level.
And remember,
Yeah.
when you're an assassin, it's like you get paid based on completing the job. You understand?
Your strike
you can't
rates,
miss.
your success rates.
Yes. And yabo umuntu that can come so close to you and shoot you like that, unesibindi, mfana. That thing is not, You know what I mean? You need to be like a fucking
You know yourself, then.
seriously rotten cunt.
But that's why
you need to be a bad guy, bro.
Yeah, or-
because and you need to be brave to do that, but you also need to be like evil.
That's why a
You know,
lot
you
of
coming to somebody and you fucking shooting them in the head.
that's why a lot of hitmen and man, we haven't had a hitman on the show, right? That's why a lot of Inkabi's hitmen, they backers to give them that crack. And sometimes it's maybe mind over matter because when you go through a cleansing, now you believe that there's more than just you backing you. You know what I mean?
There's
so
a lot
you've
of
got
them,
that.
you know, like
Namapande,
and then they say, "Uguti, like now, like we can go now and we can do this job because
We're not
we are
alone. Yeah,
protected."
we're
Yes.
protected.
Which is obviously, I mean, look, for some of them, that's just not the way it goes, especially if they're in Mkwanazi territory.
Yeah, in Mkwanazi
Protected
territory,
or not protected, you die there.
Mkwanazi is coming for
Yes.
you. He's
But
a
it's
bull,
like
man.
with the level of violent crime, with the amount of illegal firearms in circulation, the police need to be trained at that level and they need to execute their work at that level. You can't be negotiating with people that will walk up to you and shoot you in the head.
Yeah,
This
criminals
is not
won't-
someone, you understand?
Yeah.
I think also what's happening, like you look at a lot of, in the colored community, these gangsterism related hits over drug and turf war, you know, your Westbury's, your Wentworths, your Cape Flats. Bro, those guys, young kids of like 16 years old, are shooting people in the head, are conducting these hits. They
yeah.
are the assassins.
Cold killers.
Yes.
They're
And
not
it's easier to warp the mind of a young person. You know what I mean? These hits, they
yeah.
are the assassins.
cold
Yes.
killers. They're not
And I
just in
feel
the
like
colored community.
It's easier to warp the mind of a young person. You know what I mean? Because when you're like 16 and you're trying to come up and you're trying to get into the gang, you know, young people do foolish things. and then
impressionable, man.
They're
Young
extremely
people are
impressionable.
Extremely
and I think a
impressionable.
lot of them are being like roped into this lifestyle because it's easy money, dog. You know, hits, depending on who you're hitting, like you can charge a lot of money for that. And looking at where these people come from.
Not a lot, man.
What you mean?
Like lives get maybe 20,000, 10,000 rand sometimes.
Depends
It's
who
not a
you
lot.
hitting.
For him, it might be a lot. Nah.
For him, it's a lot. If you're 16 years old, you live in a fucking 1-bedroom flat. That's where you grew up your whole life, bro. 20,000 is a fortune.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And such so small for a life, though.
That's what I'm saying. So small for life, and also the consequences
They're not
of the
judging
choice
it for
that
the
you make.
life. They're just judging it for, I'm
They
just
want
getting
the money,
money. Yeah.
The job.
and they want the name.
The job, not the
Yes.
life. Not, oh, this guy supports this and this and this and this. He's got a house, got a bond worth
Yes.
this much. He's he's taking
But,
care
you
of
know,
his
the
family,
other-
pay school fees. Therefore, I need 500,000 to kill him.
No.
Yeah, well,
That would be the fair thing if you're
Yes.
killing a multimillionaire.
if you're killing somebody that's walking around with 6 bodyguards in armored vehicles, you're not going to do it for 20 grand. That's going to
Oh,
be a
no,
hit.
definitely,
Yes.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
killing a superstar like AKA, that's a high profile killing. They're going to hunt you down. Those guys are not doing it for 20 grand.
Even though
Like,
he's
if we're being realistic.
for real.
Didn't they
Even though he's
didn't they
so
say there was
vulnerable.
about 500,000 or how much was sent
They
to?
said, well, allegedly.
Well, allegedly,
Yeah,
there
the
was,
people who've been
yeah,
charged.
funds.
Apparently, it was 800,000.
800,000. I remember seeing
Allegedly.
that figure.
You know?
Bro, you're very familiar. I mean, not to like put you on blast or anything. I don't want to say with the underworld, but you know the workings of, because you're in the security business. You need to know.
Yeah, but
security
this is
business is
general
in
knowledge.
bed.
Okay.
No, security business is in bed with a lot of underworld things.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
What the fuck?
bro, the killings in Cape Town of big guys with who are in charge of security wars and clubs. There's a lot of entangling,
Yes, allegedly.
and connection, allegedly. Then let's say it. I don't need to say allegedly. It's a fact.
Ring the bell.
Siso, is that you?
No, we know. I even lost my question. Hold on. Oh man.
Sesinqamula ama-cable ngendlaba.
Oh yeah. Do
Yes.
like, what's the likelihood of us ever getting who paid the money to get this guy? Like, not who gave the money, because that may not be where the money comes from. The guy has insulated, or the person has insulated themselves
One would assume.
from
Yes.
the actual gun that pulls the trigger.
Yes.
Right? So there's
yes.
a distortion to the actual source. Do you think we'll ever know?
I
The
don't
actual
think so.
source.
I don't think we'll ever know.
Not in KZN, bro.
I don't think we'll
If the hits from KZN. I mean, it happened in KZN.
If I look at the way it happened, like even just, how long it took response, what do you call it, like police to get there. Like there's a lot of stuff for me personally, when I look at it just as Warwick, I'm just like, bruh, something is awry here, And it's very difficult, Saul. It's like we're saying, someone that walks up to you, shoots you in the head and runs away. It's so hard to honestly find that person. You can't see their face clearly.
You couldn't see the face.
You couldn't see the face clearly.
Even in court, I see this guy, I'm like, I don't know if that's the guy, man.
I don't know. I can watch that video 50 times and look at those guys in court 50 times. I cannot, beyond a shadow of doubt, say, the gunman. I see him there. I can't. But I don't have all of the evidence and all of the case files. Maybe they're investigating at another level. The first thing I thought is, remember when they found that Mercedes in the case and they were like, we found the car that was actually stolen from Gupi Gupi in Cape Town. I was like, in Cape Town? And they found the guys in Cape Town. That is the thing.
I remember those guys.
Yes.
Those guys were let loose at some point.
Yeah, right. But it's also like, there was a shooting that happened. I can't disclose who it was, but there was a gentleman that died here in Johannesburg. I can't disclose because it's actually on IOL. Hey?
Yeah, okay, disclose then.
I can't. I think I would know more information than is reported in the IOL.
Who was shot? What did the IOL say?
The IOL said that this guy was shot. This guy was a professional of some sorts, like a corporate professional. He was shot reversing out of his driveway in the morning, like fucking 7 a.m. So he was leaving home, going to work, and these guys pulled up. They got out. They said they hit their car, fucked up like 25 rounds. They jumped in the car, get away. The car was spotted on CCTV cameras. It was a Hyundai iX35, that little SUV. That car, so the hit happened at 7 o'clock in the morning. At 3:30 in the afternoon, that car was apprehended in Rosebank.
Yeah.
With Saul and Ghost Lady driving. Now, Saul and Ghost Lady are arrested in connection with the murder this morning. But Saul and Ghost Lady, they were working in the afternoon with the same car on a different job. They didn't even know that this car was hitting someone in Morningside. You understand? So they were now caught and pinned for that murder in the morning, but the murder in the morning had nothing to do with them. They were a separate crew doing other crime in the afternoon because the cars are almost rented. Same with the guns. A firearm can be found on Ghost Lady in Cape Town that killed someone in Joburg.
Ooh.
Saul was using that gun at the time. Now you walking around with that gun, you say, but you're caught with the gun, and now Warras' murder is pinned on you. Because
guns.
So the guns move between provinces, the vehicles move between provinces, and that makes it more difficult to now say this car is connected to this murder. And these people, more important, we don't care about the car. We want to know who was driving it at the time that this person was shot.
You can't apprehend
You
the
see,
car.
and I know that's what I'm saying. I can't say who it was or whatever because I was close enough to that case where I knew the broer. You understand? So it was like, how come these people that got caught, and then the people were like, those charges for this murder were dropped against them because they actually weren't there that morning. They were working with the car in the afternoon. So it's like, you see? Yes. And, like, on our point of like having the firearm, like you were saying, rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. If someone is coming a meter away from you and putting the gun to your head, you can have a gun or no gun, you're going to die.
That's why I said there's some instances, like you're reversing out of your house, there's 4 guys with guns.
With AKs,
a gun won't help.
Yeah.
But sometimes a lot of criminals assume you don't have a gun. So when you can see them coming, then a gun will be there and hopefully it can
There's
help
those
you.
CCTV videos, like where it's showing the yard and then the gate opens and then as these hijackers try to apprehend whoever's driving, somebody either comes out the house or the person there's that one of the Range Rover, like as they come to his window, that guy is ready, boss. He shoots straight through the Range Rover. Like as they come to his window, that guy is ready, boss. He shoots straight through the window. And
you know who's that? Tell me about the Range Rover. It's a black guy.
It's a black guy.
Oh,
As they
you know who
land.
that is? The president. The one who interviewed in Venda.
Yeah,
We've interviewed that guy.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like, it is
He was
at
on,
his
bro.
waterfront.
It's Lodge.
Yeah.
Lodge by the Venda Dam, Nandoni Dam.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. That incident happened to him.
He was quick.
When he saw the guy pull up the car. When they came,
By the
because
time
they're
they got-
assuming he doesn't have a car,
I can't.
boom, through the window. I wish I could do that
You see.
thing, yeah.
I get like a sense of joy when the person defends themselves. You know what I mean?
Best
I'm just
thing
like,
to watch
fuck,
ever. A criminal get fucked in his
fucking
job.
shot in his poos. Oh my word.
But wait,
In his poos. You know what I mean? Wow, in the poos.
But if they know that you do have a gun, doesn't it make them even more like aggravated in making sure that okay, we will kill you? Now they're coming to attack you.
They need to make sure because they know that they are facing.
Yeah.
They could have a force striking back,
Whereas
and that's
if
why
they think that you don't, then it's almost like we'll just scare you.
The element of surprise.
Yeah.
When they think that you don't and you do, you've got the element of surprise.
But if
remember
they know that
put
you
the upper
have,
hand.
then
That's
I think
why-
it's also dangerous.
That's
Of
why I
course.
would never get on a
Strangers for you.
podcast. That's why I would never get on a podcast and say I have a gun. Even if, like, let's say the guest host is asking me if I have, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say I've got a gun. Because now people know Saul carries a gun. I'm there, at the
Okay.
park with my daughter, getting in the car, they know he has a gun. I'm pulling out, they know I've got a
Because
gun.
lady, for the purposes of transparency, I don't have a gun.
Oh, you're just scared. You're
It's
just
too
scaring
late,
us.
man.
Okay.
I don't have a gun.
It's too late.
Please don't
Nothing
come for me,
shiny,
chill out.
guys.
Because you saw the comments, niggas are gonna pull up on me, mang puma. Where's Mac? Wow.
No, I'm just saying. Kanye's question is that
Ufu Mac, Fusak.
the smart way to
Hey,
have
God.
a gun is not say you've got a gun. Because then you're going to have, instead of them sending one guy, they'll send 4 guys and say, he mustn't see you coming because he's got a gun. And the force will be 10 times more because people also get killed for their guns.
They do, but I don't think anybody's gonna kill me because they're trying to rob me of my gun. I think they'll kill me for another reason. But I make it known that I have a gun because I feel like as a public figure, Sizwe as a public figure, Eugene, I feel like it's important for us, especially as black public figures, to say to people, if you are a law-abiding citizen, when a coast lady with a family, you, Saul, you've got a family, get yourself a firearm, a licensed firearm. Train yourself how to use that firearm. Know about firearm proficiency like me. Don't have a silver, a chrome 45 with 7 bullets for funerals. Have a H&K P30. It takes 16 rounds. It's one of the most reliable 9mm on the planet. It's very expensive gun. Shout
How
out.
much is it?
It's like 35K.
Damn, bro.
That other one that I bought was like 11K. You know what I mean?
The
So
shiny
the
one.
price difference, the shiny one.
Oh.
Like, it's a nice firearm to have. But then go and actually train with the gun. Learn how to use it. You must understand your firearm. You don't look at it when you're busy. You understand? You must take out cock. Boom.
It's like changing a car gear.
That's
when you're
it.
still
You
looking
must-
at the gear, you
Yeah,
can't
you're
drive.
still learning. Yes.
Yeah,
You see?
yeah.
So it's to encourage people to go and arm themselves because we have a serious crime epidemic in South Africa where every crime is perpetrated with the firearm and you are a sitting duck. If you think that the police are going to come and save you,
Yeah.
my friend,
Nah,
it took
there's
them
like
40 minutes to get to AKA's scene.
Dude, there's
my friend.
200,000 cops. How many
So,
of us in South Africa are
thank
there?
you.
Oh.
Like
You see,
Like
so
200,000 cops is nothing.
for 60 million people.
No, we're way more than 60, bro.
We're 60 million, yeah.
Sigisti. Put Sigisti more.
Before you start counting the South Africans, you from Hillbrow,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
before starting the...
In fact, before what you said earlier, right? About criminals, or I think I said it, criminals not being trained or not being proficient with firearms. A lot of the ones that come from across the border, and this is a fact checker, you can
I know
check
what
me.
you're going to say.
These brutes, when they engage, right, like you'll see a cash in transit heist, the police start shooting and those motherfuckers go nowhere. They go
Yeah.
on one knee and they're like, who's like,
Exactly.
those ones are soldiers.
Yes,
Yes.
4 million.
They've been shot
in their
at,
country,
they're not scared.
4 million.
They're not,
Some,
yeah.
4 million.
some, yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what the average soldier earns across the border, but if you come here and you hit a cash van and the take is 6-8 million rand, it's way better than being
way
a soldier
better.
that side.
Yeah.
You know? And if you are already trained and you're proficient, they're not scared. When they get shot at, they engage. They don't run away. You see, a lot of the South African ones, not the Zulus, but the rest, they run away. You understand? As soon as the shooting starts, they're like, fuck it, we're out of here. You know? I saw like when you guys had Big Zulu on the show, he took his gun out and he was showing you. Was it Big Zulu?
I think
The interview was
Got
Got My Mai.
Got my
Yeah,
mind,
it was
yeah.
Big
Big
Zulu.
Zulu's guy.
Yeah.
And shout out to Big Zulu, he still rolls with that guy. When he was here, the guy was there. The guy who had the gun.
The
Hmm. The
armed
guy,
guy.
the gun, the muscle.
Is Big Zulu not the muscle? It's a big fucking oak, bro. Big Zulu's a
The
big
gunman.
dude.
It
The
is.
gunman. I
Okay.
thought the muscle was the guy with the gun.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Oh,
you could
Yeah,
tell.
both of
You could
them.
tell.
Big Zulu's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Forever. For real.
It's a proper Zulu nigga, that Tommy.
Yeah.
It's about it.
Ah, he's about it. You just have to like engage with him in conversation in Zulu for 5 minutes, you know? And he'll be like, I'm for Wagit. And then you're like, oh, for Wagit.
Bow, not just bow.
That's how Sizwe talks at home.
I'm shy, though.
You know, and he's not using his Kaya voice.
How do you feel about Oscar, bro? Speaking of guys, criminals and guns. He's doing his first race. He did his first race now.
I saw he did
What are
that
the
Iron Man
facts?
thing or something.
Yeah, Iron Man, of course.
Oh,
He's the gunman now. Of course he's gonna do Iron Man. The Iron Man thing, yeah, he did that race. And
yeah.
like for fit people, you know, guys who run the decathlon.
Oscar